according to the demands of the seller and the buyer. Okay, the grid node as a seller and as a buyer, and the GRB as a the grid node as a seller and the GRB as a buyer. Okay, two issues in these negotiations between the trade manager and trade server is the cost for running job and when the job will be completed. To perform these audits, trade server works with two other modules, charging algorithm and accounting. Resource reservation is another component of grid node. After the negotiations, if the seller and the buyer agree, okay, the resources required for the buyer will be reserved for module resource reservation. Then the work will be sent by deployment agent to resource allocation and place in the resource queue. Okay, whenever the turn comes, the resources are used by job and the results are sent to the deployment agent. Okay, as shown in the figure, the connection between GRB and grid nodes as well as the connection between the GRB and GIS is done through grid middleware. Either grid middleware provide the connection between these two sides, between the GRB, grid resource, grid nodes, and grid servers. Grid open trading protocols. Yes, in this slide, the grid open trading protocol as demonstrated. These protocols are between the trade manager and trade server. To communicate between these two modules, a message is sent by trade manager to trade server called get connected. If connected, the bit will be sent by trade manager to trade server with the message call for bit. The input arguments of call for bit is deal template, which contains several parameters. Resource requirements, resource profile, price, and status. Status consists of change the above value. If any of above parameters want to change, okay, these the parameters must be set. Negotiation can continue, accept or decline, and the validity period is another parameter of status. Trade server responds trade manager with a reply to bid message. Okay, they trade manager and trade server continue to negotiate with each other in several messages. Eventually, after reaching an agreement, both trade server and trade manager confirm deal. Um, it is possible for the parties, trade server and trade manager, to change or cancel the deal. Okay, or change the deal. Okay. Eventually, the connection between them is disconnected by get disconnect message.